Hey YouTube, what's going on? Leaf Station 4 here with my aftermath for U.S. Army Rangers versus the North Korean Special Ops Force. I just want to start off by saying did you guys like my intro? Let me know in the comments below. I worked really hard on that. Just kidding, I didn't. It really took me like 2 minutes to make, but no, just I thought it'd be cool to have a little intro because I'm pretty much a professional at this now, so no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's get started here. This was a pretty good episode. Overall I enjoyed it. I like the Claymore. That was probably my favorite part, was seeing the Claymore in there. The M4 carbine, I've seen it before. The AK-47, I've seen it before. The snipers, I never really liked snipers. I don't know, they're just kind of boring. But anyways, no, the Claymore is cool. So I agreed with pretty much everything in this episode. I agreed with the outcome. I know in my first aftermath about George Washington, Napoleon Bonaparte, I said it was biased to Americans, but I had some good evidence there. This time, I don't think it was. I think the U.S. Army Rangers deserved to win. I don't think it was biased because it was so close. I mean, if you look at the stats, it was really, really close. You can't really pick out a winner, but I guess technically the U.S. did win. But yeah, it was definitely a close one because the North Korean Special Ops Force, they are the Special Ops Force, so I don't know. I don't really know a lot about it. But anyway, let's get started. There was a couple things I did not agree with, and let's talk about those. First off, I didn't agree with the Claymore stats. Now, the Claymore was the better explosive weapon. I will give it that. It clearly was. But the difference in the stats was pretty significant to me. The Claymore had 72%, and the landmine had 28%. I did not agree with that. That was a pretty big difference in my mind. I think it should have been a bit closer, just considering the fact that the Claymore is directional. You have to be standing in front of it. If you're to the side or if you're behind it, it's not going to kill you. And also, it has to be detonated. So there has to be a guy, in range to see it, and, he has to be ready. So that's, I don't know, that would kind of ruin the Claymore. It wasn't that great. Whereas the landmine, you just have to step on it, you just put it in the ground, you leave it, and hope something happens. It's not as accurate, and it's not as deadly, but it can be deadly if you step on it. And so I think it should have been a bit closer. I'm not saying the Claymore shouldn't have got the edge. It definitely should have, but it just should have been closer. Because in my mind, that was really the deciding factor on who won this. Was after I saw those stats, that was it was clear that was why the U.S. won. Also, in the hand-to-hand combat, we saw how badass that the kung fu crap was with the Koreans. So I think they should have gotten the edge. It was like 89 to 81 was the ranking for hand-to-hand combat in the X Factors. 89 in favor of the U.S. Army Rangers. So I didn't really agree with that. Basically because the U.S. Army Rangers, they have their gun with them. Alright, which that can be a big detriment when you're talking about hand-to-hand combat. It could just get in the way. And unless you're using it to butt the enemy with, the butt end of the gun, it's really useless. It's really just going to get in your way. Whereas the Koreans don't have anything. They're just using their hands and their kung fu skills, and they can really mess you up. Basically, I mean, we saw that. That was sick. But so I didn't really agree with that. But overall, I did agree with this. But why was it so close? I mean, if you look at the stats here, the U.S. Army Rangers they got the stats in hand-to-hand and overall experience. In my mind, those are pretty much the two biggest ones. I don't think psychological warfare, extremism, and discipline, and whatever the other one was, I don't think they're that important. I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like that to me. I think when you're talking warriors, you're thinking hand-to-hand combat and battle experience. So why was it so close? It was close because the Koreans got the edge in mid-range. The assault rifles. The assault rifles are always that weapon. It's always the weapon that they turn to. It's always the weapon that will get the most kills usually. Alright? In this time, we don't see what gets the most kills. We just look at percents really, so we never really know. But usually it is. And when they got the edge in that, that's why it was so close. If they had gotten the edge for sniper rifles and the U.S. got the edge for assault rifles, I think it would have made a big difference. Alright? Because assault rifles are just so much more significant of a weapon than sniper rifles, and I think that's really what it came down to as far as why it was so close. So, that was my aftermath. I didn't have a lot to say. There was no really controversy built up in this one. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Rate it, like it, comment in the comment section below. Subscribe, and I will be doing my prediction for Genghis Khan versus Hannibal. Also, I don't really know, is it pronounced Genghis or Genghis? Let me know. Just let me know if I'm wrong or not, because I always thought it was Genghis, but that Richard Makowicz and the other guy from the aftermath last night, they kept on saying Genghis, and I was like, that sounds dumb. It's Genghis, but I don't know. Versus Hannibal Barca. I'm pretty excited for this one. I think it's gonna be cool. We got War Elephants coming in. That'll be sweet, I think. But in the they showed that clip in the aftermath last night of a little clip, and it looked like the elephant was fake. I don't know, the legs just looked really weird, but whatever. Be sure to check that out. I'll be doing these aftermaths after every episode. I'll be doing another episode in between the next episode. So yeah, check it out, guys, and I'll see you guys later, and bye.